Welcome everyone to this fascinating glimpse into the complex universe within us. That is the human brain and nervous system. Prepare to be amazed as we unravel the mysteries that shape the thoughts, actions, and perceptions of all of us. Think of your brain as controlling an orchestra of neurons that communicate harmoniously through a complex network. Today, whether you are a student, a working adult, or an elderly person, we will begin to explore the pursuit of knowledge or the person seeking insights about various mechanisms in your daily life. We will delve deeper into the structure of the brain, exploring the complex pathways of the nervous system and see how this knowledge has practical relevance in our daily lives. So let's all brace ourselves as we delve into the mesmerizing realms of the neuron and the extraordinary realms of the mind. The miracle of the brain. The cerebral cortex is divided into four main areas called lobes: the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe. Each petal plays a unique role and contributes to our different experiences. Frontal lobe. This is the decision-making center. Help us plan, organize, and make choices. It's also where our personality and mood come from. So when you're deciding what to wear in the morning or how to respond to something, your frontal lobe will work hard. Parietal lobe. This lobe processes sensory information such as touch, temperature, and pressure. It helps us understand the world around us and how our bodies interact with it. When you touch something hot such as fire or hot water, you quickly pull your hand away. Your parietal lobe sends messages as fast as lightning. Temporal lobe. This is where memories live. The temporal lobe helps us recognize faces, understand language, and store memories. When you remember your last birthday party or recognize your friend's voice, your temporal lobe is also performing those magical functions. Occipital lobe. This lobe is involved with vision. It helps us process and make sense of what we see, from colors and shapes to recognizing familiar objects. The occipital lobe helps us experience the visual world. Limbic system consists of the following structures. 1. Amygdala. This is involved in processing emotions, especially fear and anxiety. 2. Hippocampus. This is involved in long-term memory formation. 3. Hypothalamus. This is involved in regulating body temperature, hunger, thirst, and sexual behavior. 4. Thalamus. This is the relay station for sensory information from the body to the cerebral cortex. 5. Cingulate gyrate. This relates to attention, emotions, and motivation. The limbic system works together with other parts of the brain to control our emotions, behavior, and memory. For example, when we experience scary events, the amygdala sends signals to the hypothalamus, which releases hormones that prepare our body for response. The hippocampus then stores the memory of the event for future reference. The limbic system is a complex and interesting part of the brain. Scientists are still studying it, but we are learning more about the role our emotions, behavior, and memories play every day. Neurons and synapses. Neuron structure. Neurons consist of a cell body. Dendrites for receiving signals, and axons for signaling. Neurons work together through synapses, which is a small gap where signals jump from one neuron to another. Neurotransmitters. Chemical messengers such as dopamine and serotonin play important roles in mood, motivation, and happiness. Nervous system connections. Central nervous system. It is part of the nervous system that consists of the brain and spinal cord. Its function is to control and coordinate all activities of the body, including movement, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. The brain is the largest and most complex organ in the body. It is responsible for many of the body's most important functions, including thinking, learning, memory, movement control, emotional control, processing of sensory information. The spinal cord is a long, thin bundle of nerves that runs from the brain down to the back. There are messages between the brain and the rest of the body. The central nervous system is protected by the skull and spine. It is also surrounded by a fluid called cerebrospinal fluid, which helps protect against injuries. Central nervous system. It is a complex and delicate organ. It is necessary for survival. And our well-being. Damage to the central nervous system can have serious consequences for survival. Peripheral nervous system. It is the part of the nervous system that is outside the brain and spinal cord. Its role is to transmit information to and from the central nervous system, as well as to control muscles and glands. Peripheral nervous system, divided into two main parts: somatic and autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system is responsible for voluntary movement and sensation, by sending signals from the brain to the muscles. To tell to move, and send signals from the skin, muscles, and joints to the brain. To tell about what is happening in the environment. The autonomic nervous system is responsible for involuntary activities such as breathing and heart rate. And digestion. There are two main parts: the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is responsible for the fight or flight response, increasing the heart rate, breathing rate, and blood pressure, and prepare the body for exercise. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for responding rest and digestion, reduce heart rate, breathing rate, and blood pressure, and helps the body relax and digest food. Peripheral nervous system. It is a complex and important part of the nervous system. It helps us interact with our environment and control our bodies. We can use this knowledge in many ways, such as mindful education. Understanding how the nervous system works helps with effective learning. Repeated learning helps strengthen synapses to increase memory and recall information. Emotional intelligence. Recognizing the role of the limbic system in emotions. It promotes empathy and emotional regulation, improving relationships and mental well-being. Healthy lifestyle choices. Recognizing the brain's reward system, which is powered by neurotransmitters like dopamine. Encourage balanced lifestyle choices, helps reduce the risk of drug addiction. Technological breakthrough. Exploring neural networks inspires innovation, such as brain-controlled prosthetics, restoring mobility to those in need. We can see that the brain is made up of billions of nerve cells. It serves as the center of our being. Neurons transmit information through electrical impulses and chemical signals. These cells send information to each other to form complex neural circuits. It creates knowledge and understanding of emotions and actions. Nervous system, covering central and peripheral components. It ensures smooth communication between the brain and the rest of our body. As our exploration of the brain and nervous system draws to a close, remember that understanding the brain and nervous system, it reveals the complex boundaries that exist within our bodies. No matter who you are, people who want to determine their own future, or curious people who seek self-fulfillment. This exploration will help illuminate the path into your consciousness. Let this newfound knowledge be your guide to a deeper understanding of how the brain and nervous system work. to help increase empathy for others and help improve self-development. Thank you for exploring the amazing frontiers of the human mind. Don't forget to press subscribe, like, and share to support the production of new content. Until we meet again, to continue learning together and expand the horizons of your curiosity endlessly.